Hey guys, Mighty Matt here, back with another Dead by Daylight video. Today I want to talk about the killer, the Ghostface, and give a basic overview of the killer. I believe Ghostface to be a pretty strong killer, and has a lot of potential, especially in the red ranks. Ghostface has the ability to silence his terror radius, so he can stealthily catch survivors off guard and easily get downs. He also has an ability similar to Myers, where he can expose and make people one hit. It works a little differently, where it only affects a single survivor when you stalk them, and not all survivors like Myers does. When I play against Ghostface, I see a lot of players play him in a kind of ineffective way, and I want to kind of give you guys some tips on how you can improve your overall gameplay with them. The biggest problem I see when people play this killer is they often overcommit to the use of the stalking ability. And at higher ranks, rank 1, red ranks, this can cost you a game because you waste a lot of time on a single survivor. You have to remember this is a 1v4 game and not a 1v1. So I think the best way to play Ghostface is to have a hit and run build where you consistently juggle survivors. But you also use your stalking ability for survivors you can kind of catch off guard. And you want to kind of constantly rotate between survivors because you have a silenced terror radius and it's easier to move around without them knowing, and this will allow you to win. So the perks we will be running are Pop Goes the Weasel. It's gen regression perk, very good. 25% of the gen you can regress after you hook someone. This pairs well with barbecue and chili. You can track auras after you hook someone. Next we'll got Sloppy Butcher. Makes healing time a lot longer. And this pairs very well with Nurse's Calling. These two perks together, especially on Ghostface, are very good because you can stealth your ability, they can be healing, and then you can sneak up on them. So yeah, for add-ons, we just got some recovery speed, so we want to be able to get into our ability faster. And these two, I think, are the best for it. So yeah, let's get to the game. Okay, so we got the Wrecker's Yard. Decent map. Instantly, with the Ghostface, just go into your ability. There's no point, no reason why you don't want to. And start hunting people down. So when you eventually do find the first survivors, and I happen to get a notification, so try to go for a stalk if you can, because they're going to be caught off guard and you might be able to get one. Unfortunately, I don't have the angle here, so I decided just to go in. And you don't want to just, like, if I committed too hard to the stalk, they would have saw me and they potentially would have gotten away. But anyways, I pull a little mind game here and down this person. So quickly pick him up, we can pop the gen and go to the next person. Someone's actually on that gen, so quickly get a hit. No point chasing them when I have an easy pop here. Now we can. So you don't want to go into your stealth ability right away because the survivor on the hook can get you out of your ability easily. So I'll chase this person for a bit, entertain it for a bit, try to mind game it if I can. Killer Shack though, so it's pretty tough. I decided it's not worth chasing at this point because there's two people over here. I know they just got the unhook and I can go after them now. So I'll hit one, apply Sloppy Butcher, maybe catch them later with nurses, and we can down this person. But we can't pick them up yet because of potentially they just got unhooked, so they might have Decisive Strike. So let's try to hunt this person down, and I see them with Nurse's Calling. Another reason why it's a great perk on the killer. And we'll go after them. And that's the whole trick. Like, I've already, if you have to, leave the survivor. If the survivor's outpositioned you, leave them. Activate your ability, go somewhere else, try to catch people off guard. Because you do not want to chase survivors if they're in strong positions. Ghostface's ability is not that good for that kind of thing. That's not what he's good for. He's good for sneaking up on survivors and getting the hit using stealth. So use his ability like that. I saw someone coming there, so I try to get a little bit of stalk. And a lot of the time you can like get a partial stalk on someone and then stalk them later. As long as you don't hit them, the stalk won't reset. So this person actually is hanging out here. Missed the hit there, but I'll hit them and then see where they go. So I see someone else with Nurse's Calling. This Jane here is in a jungle gym, so I decide to leave it. And I'll go after this person because I know either I can force the God Pallet down or maybe down them. So they They hit me with the pallet, and I'll break it, and boom, I'll disappear again. And that's the thing. Now that person thinks that I might be chasing them still. The team is going to be unaware that I'm coming over in this direction, because I know there was an unhook around here somewhere a second ago. So I see them there. This is a good time to stalk. They don't know I'm here yet. I could get a stalk and potentially expose them. And obviously, it's faster when you lean. So I got them exposed, and now I can chase them. And it looks like they're out of position, so I can get an easy down here. Downed. Alright, so there's another person I just saw. And I can see them with nurses calling, so I'll go after them now. And they're not at a very strong loop, so might as well commit to this chase. And I'm applying a lot of map pressure right now because the person's slugged on the ground over there. Their teammate's gonna have to go res them. And now this person's down, and we have another hook. And another pop goes the weasel, another barbecue and chili, and you see how this can just kind of snowball into something really strong. So we'll hook, and then we'll go after the person we left on the ground. And with, I don't want to activate it yet, because I figure I'm going to be picking him up anyways. So I'll just pick him up, and then we can bring him to the basement. So far 2 gens. They're still doing okay in the game. They still have potential to come back. You can see that Jake there, obviously to the right. So I'll hook him, and then I'll head in the direction of that hook, the unhook there. And I could just see someone with nurses calling a second ago. Oh, there's a Jake here, actually. See, I can't really stalk him, so I kind of just give up on the stalk. There's no point going for the stalk if you're out positioned. They're going to snap you out of your ability, and then you're going to be left with nothing. So just hit. Oh, I missed there, but... get the hit through the pallet, even better. Break the pallet, and then I'm going to leave that guy because I know there's loops over there, and we'll go after the people that are actually going for the save. So, constantly juggle. That's the main trick with Ghostface, just constantly, most killers in general, but Ghostface especially can do it effectively because he can just silence his terror radius, and then instantly attack out of the silence terror radius. Other killers, for example, like the Pig, Wraith, who have similar abilities where they can silence their terror radius, there's a drawback though. At least on their base ability. Like the Pig has to uncrouch and make he makes a blade sound or a growling sound. And the Wraith has to ring his bell, unless you have the ultra rare add-on, and both those killers can't instantly attack it as stealth, and that's what makes Ghostface really, really good. So this guy, he's gonna head towards the hook for some reason. Alright, I'm just gonna chase him down through Killer Shack then. No pallet here, so he's not in the best spot. He's caught out of position. Dead hard? Alright. I'll pick him up. Ghostface, he also has the ability to crouch, and this can be very good on mind gaming loops. I don't know if I do it a lot this game, but just something so you know. Crouching around loops can cause the survivor not to see you, and then you can double back, and makes it very difficult to loop the killer. When the killer's crouched and you can't see them, track them. So this person's just chilling back here, so I can get a hit on them. And see if we can chase him down. And this person just kind of comes out of nowhere. I figured I just unhooked them, so I don't want to pick them up yet, because they might have decisive strike and they'll use that on me. I know there's a person over here, but I saw scratches over here, which I don't really know where those led to. So, fortunately we lost, but we can try to catch someone off guard now, because even if they're on gens, we'll get them. It's finding the next person. Sounds like someone's over here, so... So I see that this person's fully healed. I feel like this is a good opportunity. When you have opportunities like this, where they're not in very good positions to loop you, use your stalking ability. This is where you can really do some damage. Use it. They're exposed? Okay. Unfortunately, they do end up getting to a jungle gym window in a jungle gym, so I'm going to have to entertain it a little bit if I want to get the down, and I'll break the pallet, and then we'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. I'll chase for a bit, but if they're in too strong of a position, I'm going to leave them. Doesn't look like they're heading towards anything too strong. I know the pallet here is broken from earlier, and looks like they're dead zoning themselves to nothing, so... Yeah, there we go. So main tip, bounce between people. If you're up positioned by the survivor, if you know that they're going to waste a lot of your time, leave them. Go after someone else. Try to catch people off out of position with your stalking ability if you can. But if you can't, go for the regular hit. And then, yeah. This, I see an opportunity where I can get some stalk on these survivors. But just remember, don't overcommit to the stalk or you'll lose. I get this person because I had them, when you're crouched like that, or like leaning like that, you have the easier ability to stalk him. And we down him. He's out of position, he's downed. Use pop on this. So they actually use 4 of the people here. Dead hard coming in, and kind of a waste by that person. Let's try though. So we'll hook, and then we'll see if we get any information from barbecue and chili. So there's someone over here on the gen. I just saw someone going to kill the shack. We'll kick this gen and then go from there. So I see the scratch marks there, so I can instantly go back to the hook, and they're gonna not know because they can't hear my terror radius coming in, and we can get the hit on this Jane here. And then we'll chase for a bit and see, so they're at Killer Shack. Push them this direction, harder to get the window vault. So this Kate caught themselves out of position. They had Dead Hard, made it, nice, I'll break the pallet. And I see that they're heading towards the school bus there, so I'm not gonna mess with that loop right now. I figured it's a bad decision. That loop is very strong if they know how to use it effectively. And yeah, so we'll go after this person who doesn't know we're coming. There's a great example of why you should leave survivors a lot of the time and move on to someone else. You see how little stalking I'm actually doing in this game. I'm generally just using the regular attack and then going to someone else. If I can use the stalk, great. But just remember, don't overcommit to it. So we saw someone with barbecue and chili on this gen, so we'll head over to there. Dead hard, but didn't really lead anywhere. And I believe they are dead on hook. So they're somewhere in that direction. I think they're probably healing or something. I'll kick this first. Go back into stealth. As soon as you have it, as long as survivors aren't around, go back into stealth. I was gonna kick that, but then I heard someone, so might as well go after this Jane. They probably didn't know where I was, so they were caught out of position, and now they're at this weak loop here. We'll just chase them around, and they're not getting a fast vault on that. They there's a medium vault, so nothing they can really do. They were kind of, this loop's not very good if it's not run correctly. And we're down to one person now. This person is actually partially stalked, so I'm going to try to use that to my advantage. I'm not going to hit them right away. I'm going to get the stalk and then expose them, because if I hit them, then they're going to speed boost and potentially get the trapdoor, which we're going to try to prevent. I don't know actually where they went. They're kind of stealthy here, and yeah. So, and yeah, so the good thing also with activating your stealth ability a lot is survivors will want to look at you, and even if they do look at you, even if you get snapped out of it, it's kind of good for you, because then you get to know where they are. It gives you a notification of where they actually are. So yeah, so this person's actually in Killer Shack, so I'm just going to stalk them and then get them exposed. And now they're pretty much done. Not really much they can do at this point. And yeah, so GG there. Yeah, hook this person and it's game. But yeah, you see how much I rotated with my ability? You hit someone, you go to the next person, you hit someone, you go to the next person, and then boom, you down someone because they're out of position. Or you see someone who doesn't see you, you can stalk them, and then you catch them off guard, and then it's just a big cycle of catching people off guard, and then getting them, and we got a 2-pip here. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned a little bit about Ghostface. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, that'd be great. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.